The vast and mysterious oceans of Brazil have long been known for their incredible diversity, with hundreds of marine species roaming the coastal waters. But now a shocking discovery has surfaced that is shaking the scientific community to its core. Sharks are testing positive for cocaine. Yes, you heard that right. This is not the plot of some wild Hollywood thriller, but a real, ongoing investigation in the waters of South America. How did this happen? And what does it mean for marine life? Join us as we dive deep into this bizarre and chilling phenomenon that has raised countless questions. Welcome to Amazing World Facts, and today we're exploring the shocking story of cocaine sharks in Brazil. The coastline of Brazil stretches for over 7,000 kilometers, offering rich marine ecosystems. These waters are teeming with life, from colorful coral reefs to formidable predators like sharks. Brazil is home to several shark species, including the powerful bull sharks and the elusive hammerheads. However, it's not just the wildlife that swims through these waters. Brazil's coastal waters also serve as a crucial route for global trade and, unfortunately, illegal activities. The waters are known to be a critical trafficking route for narcotics, particularly cocaine, which often moves from South America to various destinations worldwide. Cocaine, a drug primarily produced in the Andean regions of South America, has long found its way into international markets through a variety of means: airplanes, land routes, and you guessed it, the ocean. Drug cartels frequently use the vast expanse of the sea to smuggle illicit substances into other countries, hoping to evade detection by authorities. But what happens when something goes wrong? When these drug shipments are disrupted by law enforcement or nature itself, millions of dollars worth of cocaine can be lost, sometimes dumped into the ocean to avoid capture. This is where the story takes a dark turn. In recent years, authorities have found increasing evidence of cocaine bales washing up on the shores of Brazil. But these packages don't always stay on the surface. Sometimes they sink or break open, scattering their contents through the water. While you might think sharks and other marine creatures would have little interaction with cocaine, recent studies have shown otherwise. Marine biologists have begun to notice peculiar behavior in sharks inhabiting regions where large amounts of cocaine have been found in the water. As part of an ongoing study, scientists began testing the tissue and blood of sharks found near suspected drug trafficking routes, and the results were nothing short of shocking. Multiple sharks tested positive for traces of cocaine, raising alarms about the potential impacts of these illicit drugs on marine life. But how exactly does cocaine end up inside sharks? It's important to note that sharks are not actively seeking out or consuming the drug, at least not intentionally. As cocaine-laced water flows through their gills and is absorbed into their bodies, small traces of the drug accumulate in their tissues. For predators like sharks, who rely heavily on their sensory organs to navigate and hunt, the presence of a psychoactive substance like cocaine can lead to unpredictable behavior. Cocaine is known to affect the brain by increasing dopamine levels, which alters mood and behavior. While these effects have been well documented in humans, their impacts on sharks are just beginning to be studied. Several shark species tested in these drug-infested waters have shown signs of unusual aggression. Some sharks have been observed engaging in more frequent predatory behavior, attacking objects, other sea creatures, and even boats with increased ferocity. Others exhibit signs of hyperactivity, constantly moving and unable to settle into their usual patterns of behavior. Researchers have drawn parallels between these behaviors and the known effects of cocaine on humans, which can include hyperactivity, aggression, and paranoia. However, not all sharks react the same way. In some cases, the opposite has been observed: lethargy and slowed movements, possibly as a result of prolonged exposure to the drug in smaller doses. The impact of cocaine on these sharks' natural rhythms, from hunting patterns to migration, could spell disaster for their populations. presence of cocaine in the ocean doesn't just affect sharks. Marine biologists are increasingly concerned that other species, such as fish, dolphins, and even coral reefs, could also be impacted by contamination from these narcotics. The drug's ability to disrupt ecosystems at a chemical level poses a serious threat to the balance of life in these waters. The discovery of cocaine sharks has prompted both environmentalists and law enforcement agencies to step up their efforts to protect marine life. Authorities are working to prevent drug smugglers from using the ocean as a dumping ground. But the sheer size of the oceans and the frequency of drug trafficking make this a daunting task. While the idea of cocaine sharks may sound outlandish, it highlights a very real and growing problem: the intersection of human activities and the natural world in unintended ways. As drug trafficking continues to plague these waters, the risk to marine life grows. The fate of these sharks and the broader marine ecosystem now rests on our ability to curb the flow of drugs into the ocean. But what happens next? Will we be able to prevent further contamination? Or will the oceans remain an unwitting victim of human actions? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: this shocking phenomenon of cocaine sharks is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the complex relationship between humans, drugs, and the environment. Thanks for joining us today on Amazing World Facts. If you found this story as shocking and fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Have thoughts on what should be done about cocaine sharks? Drop your comments below. Stay tuned for more incredible stories from the natural world. And remember, the ocean still holds many secrets, some stranger than fiction. Until next time.